A celebrity couple is under criminal investigation, but not for something you'd expect. We've got those details straight ahead.
And an A-list celebrity says they're millions of dollars in debt. Find out who and what they're saying on social media.
And later, the Grammy Awards for this weekend. We have everything you need to know about music's biggest night. Entertainment on Point starts now.
Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into this week's episode of Entertainment on Point. I'm Erin Myler.
And I'm Aubrey Henkin. Well, Kanye West and Taylor Swift are at it again. Just when everyone thought they were finally getting along, the two stars have started yet another feud. Earlier this week, Kanye West released songs from his newest album, The Life of Pablo, including one single entitled Famous, that is gaining a lot of attention. Lyrics in the song imply that West is the reason behind Swift's rise to fame. Swift kept quiet about the lyrics up until the spotlight was on her at the Grammys. After becoming the first woman to win Album of the Year twice, Swift used her acceptance speech to set the record straight. She said, quote, "There are going to be people along the way who will try to undercut your success or take credit for your accomplishments or your fame. But if you just focus on the work and you don't let those people sidetrack you, someday when you get where you're going, you'll look around and you will know that it was you and the people who love you who put you there." End quote. Swift didn't mention Kanye's name exactly in her speech, but it's safe to say she was definitely calling him out. So far, there's been no response from Kanye, but it looks as if these two will never end their infamous feud that began at the 2009 VMAs, and we all know what happened there.
Kanye just needs to stop.
I know, I thought they were getting along because he sent her the wall from their wedding, him and Kim's wedding, and they hugged at this year's VMAs. I thought they were getting along.
He's just needs attention and money.
True.
Well, as they say, the show must go on, and the Grammys did, but without Rihanna or Lauryn Hill. Rihanna's performance of Kiss It Better from her new album Anti had run into some unexpected problems and then had to be canceled. Rihanna had to cancel her performance due to a case of bronchitis. Recording Academy President Neil Portnow said, quote, "We got word from her folks that she was taking antibiotics. She made rehearsal and it was okay," end quote. The medication did not do enough in time to save her performance and would have done more harm for her to perform. Another no-show at the awards show was singer-songwriter Lauryn Hill. Hill was supposed to perform alongside The Weeknd, but when the moment came, she did not go on stage. The rep for Hill said that the performance was made too last minute and nothing was ever officially confirmed. Her rep also said that since it was so last minute, there was not time to prepare for the performance. Recording Academy President Neil Portnow fired back, saying that none of the statement was accurate. She apparently made it to the dress rehearsal that day. Portnow said, quote, "She was there for it, completed it, and left the building, and then she did not make it back in time for the show. I'm sorry, that's the bottom line, that's the truth, and that's unfortunate. I guess those things happen," end quote. Let's hope that next year the Grammys run a little bit smoother.
Switching gears now, Vanessa Hudgens and boyfriend Austin Butler might be finding themselves in some legal trouble. The Hollywood couple spent their Valentine's Day weekend vacationing at the Coconino National Forest in Arizona, and what was supposed to be a romantic getaway quickly turned sour. A few days into their nature retreat, they sparked a criminal investigation. The trouble started after Hudgens posted a picture on her Instagram of the duo's names carved in a rock surrounded by a heart. However, the carving might be in the Red Rock Ranger District of that forest, and that is considered United States property. According to a federal law, damaging natural surfaces or property of the U.S. is strictly prohibited. After Hudgens posted the picture, the police were notified and the actress quickly removed the photo. The two now face misdemeanor charges, and if charged, they could also face a $5,000 fine or up to 6 months in jail, depending on the judge's ruling. No charges have been filed for either Hudgens or Butler, but the investigation is ongoing, so we'll definitely keep you posted.
In other couples news, it's official. Zayn Malik and Gigi Hadid are officially a couple. They have been seen all over California with each other, and Hadid even made an appearance in the music video for Malik. In the video, they even made out, which kept adding to the rumors of them dating. They had been hanging out with each other since last November, but are now officially a couple. Malik confirmed the news in an interview about the music video. The host asked him about the kiss, and he said, quote, "No one easier to make out with your girlfriend, right?" End quote. To which Zayn responded saying, "Exactly." Both Zayn and Gigi had been gone through breakups in the past year. Zayn broke off his 2-year engagement from Little Mix singer Perry Edwards just after leaving One Direction. Hadid and Joe Jonas, or should I say G.I. Joe, called it quits last year as well. And speaking of Joe Jonas, he has also recently found a new girlfriend. Joe Jonas is now dating 24-year-old America's Next Top Model contestant Jessica Safferty. The pair was seen skiing in California and even shared a kiss before taking off down the hill. Now let's see what happened on social media this week with Veronica Bucilli. Veronica?
Thanks, guys. This week's trending topics on Twitter predictably included Beyonce and Kanye West. Are you ready for this one? Mr. West tweeted, quote, "Bill Cosby is innocent." Many tweets followed like this one from Danger Guerrero, who said, quote, "Everybody hang on. Maybe Kanye means another Bill Cosby." At Bestco said, quote, "I officially retract that time I said Kanye was a genius." And the tweets just kept coming. At Wiseman Jake tweeted, quote, "Kanye West supporting Bill Cosby is like when God sends a plague to test his faithful. We must keep believing in Kanye even when he's wrong." Well, Kanye fans do call him Yeezus after all, although now he's begging for money on Twitter and claims he's in debt. Other music fans took to Twitter yesterday out of frustration when Beyonce tickets for her The Formation tour went on sale. At Pilot Bacon tweeted, quote, "Is it harder to get health insurance or Beyonce tickets?" At Robin the Day tweeted, "OMG, Beyonce tickets sold out in under a minute. I'm canceling my birthday." Seems like Bay's ticket is the hot ticket. In Instagram news, 30,000 people posted pictures with the hashtag Broncos Parade, and pictures and videos showed a sea of orange and some very excited Broncos fans. But while Denver is celebrating on Instagram, others are mourning the death of Playboy model Katie May. She has 2 million followers on Instagram. Many of her followers commented on her photos and offered their condolences after learning that she had died from a stroke on Thursday. Miss Katie May was known as the Snapchat Queen and will be missed by many, including her fans and her followers. For Entertainment on Point, I'm Veronica Bucilli. Now let's throw it over to Samir Nefezi, who has details on another one of Kanye West's crazy tweets. Samir?
Thanks, Veronica. Are student loans catching up to Kanye? The Life of Pablo rapper recently made his best confession so far on Twitter. Kanye performed on NBC's Saturday Night Live, where bystanders claim that he was in a mood because his stage was dismantled without his permission. But the best comes after his lack of a killer performance, where he tweeted, quote, "I write to my brothers, we're still $53 million in personal debt," end quote. He even tweeted at Mark Zuckerberg asking him to invest $1 million in his personal ideas. Maybe baby mama Kim could give him a few pointers. In other news, it seems as if we simply can't let it go. I have some fantastic news for those Elsa and Anna lovers out there. Disney's Frozen will be freezing its way all the way to the big bright white way. If you aren't sure what I'm talking about, we will be seeing Frozen making its Broadway debut fairly soon. Much hasn't been released on the show, but it has been confirmed that the show will be previewing in Colorado in August of 2017 and is expected to open on Broadway as soon as 2018. The show is anticipated to be directed by Alex Timbers. Responsible for replicating the catchy score from the film are Kristen and Robert Lopez, with Jennifer Lee writing the book. All three were a part of the film. I look forward to watching Olaf melt our hearts once again. That's all I have for you this week on EOP. I'm Samira Nefsi. Stay tuned because after the break, find out which popular animated show will be going live. That's next on Entertainment on Point.
We are a social people. We share our inspiration, wisdom, creations, and memories. We share what makes us laugh and what angers us. Built on the notion of a free flow of ideas, our country thrives on the freedom of speech. Without it, who would watch over our governing powers? And how would we share our history to make a difference for the future? It's this freedom to share that gives us a reason to listen.
Start your morning with City News.
Start your morning with campus news.
Start your morning with political coverage.
Start your morning with fun.
Start your morning with us, only on Daybreak.
Did you know that Point Park has a cheerleading squad?
Don't get it confused.
Not only do our cheerleaders represent Point Park at regional and national competitions, but they also promote spirit and awareness of every sports team on campus. Come to any men's or women's varsity basketball game at home to watch the cheerleaders perform at halftime and cheer from the sidelines from the first jump ball to the final buzzer. Sports not your thing? You can catch the cheer team lead the crowd at the fall and spring pep rallies as well, or at several competitions around Pittsburgh each year. So what are you waiting for? Show the Point Park cheerleaders the support they show you.
We know you're wondering what the A-list celebrities are up to.
Well, here at Entertainment on Point, we're wondering too.
Have you heard about James Franco and Seth Rogen's new movie?
No, but have you heard Beyonce's new single?
Did you see what she was wearing on that red carpet?
Honey, that was not cute.
Did you see what happened on Scandal this week?
No, I was too busy keeping up with the Kardashians.
No matter what your guilty pleasure is, we've got you covered.
Entertainment on Point. Get to the point of pop culture.
Yeah!
Hey Entertainment on Pointers, I'm Emily Sperano. In honor of Valentine's Day, here are the top 3 love songs of all time according to Time Out. Number 3 is I Only Have Eyes for You by the Flamingos. Number 2 is What a Wonderful World by the man who invented soul, James Cook. Taking the number 1 much envied spot is God Only Knows What I Would Be Without You by the Beach Boys. This week, American Top 40 has been infected with Bieber fever as the singer and songwriter has taken both number 4 and number 3 spots on the charts. The number 4 hit is Love Yourself, coming close behind Sorry. Number 2 is Selena Gomez with Same Old Love, coming in after the number 1 hit this week, Here by Alicia Cara. Cara debuted her hit song and her new album on James Corden's Late Show. Since then, sales have skyrocketed for the young star and she easily made her way up to being number 1. Lastly, for your music throwback, we go back to 1960 when Elvis Presley won his first gold record for his self-titled album and went on to be ranked number 1 in the charts for over a month. He truly was the king. That's all I have for you this week on the music portion of EOP. Now let's find out about this week's movie news with Mike Turk. Mike?
Thanks, Emily. I'm Mike Turk with this week's movie news, and we have a lot to talk about, so let's get started. After grossing over $914 million so far, Disney confirmed this past Monday that Laura Dern and Benicio del Toro have joined the cast of Star Wars Episode 8. Rumors have it that del Toro will star as the villain for the film, which began shooting this past week. There have been no reports on the role that Laura Dern is expected to play. Switching over to the box office, we saw a couple of stars return to the big screen this past week. Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson strolled down the catwalk for a second time in the premiere of Zoolander 2. The sequel finally hit the big screen after the highly successful first film was released 15 years ago. Many of the main characters reprised their roles for this sequel, such as Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson, and Will Ferrell. It also brings some new characters into the bunch, played by Penelope Cruz, Kristen Wiig, and Benedict Cumberbatch. Zoolander 2 did not do as well as expected in the box office its opening weekend, only bringing in about $16 million. Also returning to the big screen this week and to superhero form was Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool. Deadpool crushed the box office this weekend, bringing in $150 million. Ryan Reynolds gets a second crack at becoming a superhero after the critics tore him up in their reviews 5 years ago over the flopped film The Green Lantern. Reynolds plays the title character in this one with a little bit of a spin. This isn't your normal superhero movie, so parents, you might want to be careful when taking your kids to see this superhero movie. That's all I have this week for movie news. Now over to Chloe Bendis with the latest on your favorite TV shows. Chloe?
Thanks, Mike. We begin with Fox's popular animated comedy, The Simpsons. The show has been on for 27 seasons, but we never expected this. Fox is taking The Simpsons live. Yes, Homer Simpson will appear live in all new episodes. According to a release from Fox, the last 3 minutes of the show will be live on both the East and West Coast broadcasts. And Marge, Bart, and Lisa will turn the show over to Homer. All new episodes will air on Sunday, May 15th at 8 p.m. Make sure to check it out. All right, ladies, I don't know about you, but I'm in love with the Salvatore brothers. Cuties Damon and Stefan Salvatore from the Vampire Diaries are heading to New Orleans for a 2-hour, 2-show crossover event. This show is returning with the originals for the first time since 2014. Stefan, played by Paul Wesley, and Klaus, played by Joseph Morgan, join forces once again to investigate a prophecy related to the original family. Creator Julie Peck told sources, quote, "The crossover actually will be the first thing to give a little bit of a tease about the prophecy that makes us say, oh, wait a second, that's interesting," end quote. This special event premieres on the CW Friday, February 26th. I can't wait. Make sure to check this show out as well. In other news, The Tonight Show staged a Full House reunion. Jimmy Fallon dressed up as Donald Trump, taking on the role of Michelle Tanner. The skit begins with Fallon lying in bed calling for his dad and walks in the one and only Danny Tanner, played by Bob Saget. Then Uncle Jesse and Joey walk in and are joined by DJ, Stephanie, Aunt Becky, and Kimmy Gibbler. The whole thing ended with a couple goodbyes and Danny saying, quote, "Just remember, Donald, if you win and become president, that's great. But if you lose and don't become president, well, we'll be even prouder," end quote. Fuller House finally comes to Netflix next week on Friday, February 26th. For Entertainment on Point, I'm Chloe Bendis. Now let's throw it over to Emily Miller to see what's going on in Pittsburgh other than this cold weather. Emily?
Thanks, Chloe. In tonight's Pittsburgh news, I have some great events that will keep you distracted from these cold temperatures that seem to be endless. The 44th Pittsburgh Antique Show and Sale will be taking place both Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. at the Crown Plaza Hotel, Pittsburgh South. For a reasonable price of only $5, be sure to come out and experience the show with over 50 dealers specializing in all manner of fine antiques and collectibles, as well as regional museum displays. This year is extra special for all of the guests because the show will also be hosting an enlightening display entitled Pittsburgh Lighting the World. This exhibit will display Pittsburgh-made lighting that dates back to the 19th century. This will be an event that you definitely won't want to miss. The Allegheny Sport, Travel, and Outdoor Show will also be returning this weekend at the Monroeville Convention Center. Come out to see the best in hunting, fishing, boating, camping, vacation planning, and off-roading. Adult admissions are only $12, so be sure to come to enjoy Western Pennsylvania's largest ongoing outdoor show. The 2016 Winter Brewfest will also be taking place on Saturday at 6 p.m. Come out to the Steel City Rowing Club to taste your favorite brews and then vote for the ones that you like the most. Ticket prices range from $30 to $50. And finally, the Hard Rock Cafe will be hosting American Idol winner Lee DeWise and Wakey Wakey on Monday night at 8 p.m. Be sure to come out to enjoy some great food and even better music. For entertainment or for more information on Pittsburgh events, be sure to visit postgazette.com and tune back in to Entertainment on Point. For EOP, I'm Emily Miller, and now our award show reporter Tashea Thompson has the details on the Grammy Awards. Tashea?
Thanks, Emily. The Grammys are my favorite award shows of all times. The 58th Annual Grammy Awards were held this past Sunday in Los Angeles. This year, we were blown away by Lady Gaga's over-the-top performance for Dave Bowie and Lonnie Ritchie's tribute. And this year, we were also spoiled with a live Broadway show by Hamilton. Most performances gave many the chills, including me. During the Person of the Year Awards tribute to Lonnie Ritchie, John Legend performed Ritchie's hit song from 1978, Easy Like Sunday Morning. Along with John Legend was Demi Lovato, Meghan Trainor, and Luke Bryan singing Hello and All Night Long. Ritchie was especially blown away by Demi's performance with her fabulous voice. After the Grammys, Lonnie tweeted, quote, "Thank you to all my fans for supporting me after all these years," end quote. Hashtag support music, hashtag Grammys. And Nicole Richie tweeted, quote, "So proud, Dad, you are dope. So awesome, wish I was there and beaming from across the pond. Hashtag Grammys, hashtag L Train." Ed Sheeran won Song of the Year for Thinking Out Loud. Bruno Mars won Record of the Year for Uptown Funk. And Meghan Trainor won Best New Artist. Many awards were given away, and congrats to all the artists and talent. Make sure you tune in for our next episode because I will be updating you on the Academy Awards that will take place on February 28th. For EOP, I'm Tashea Thompson. Stay tuned because after the break, the host and roundtable correspondents will be breaking down the highly anticipated Grammy performances and even more details. That's next on Entertainment on Point.
Here at the Pioneers sideline, we get freshmen involved as quickly as possible so they get the real-world experience on air and behind the scenes to set themselves apart in internships and potential jobs. Blaine, where is that video? I needed it in KeyPro like yesterday.
All right, I got you, Chris. But I had a quick question for you guys.
What do you mean the questions? It's always a question. It's always a... What? Where is he? Blaine! 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 Freshman, you can't find any good ones anymore.
Ever wanted to be behind the mic and have the world listening to your show on campus? Well, it's just as simple as joining WPPJ, Point Park's student-run radio station, located on the second floor of Lawrence Hall, right next to the dining services. Listeners can tune in using Point Park's website or through the TuneIn app by searching WPPJ. WPPJ welcomes any new DJs that want to get involved, so be heard. Do you have what it takes?
An expression, a belief, a symbol, freedom to worship, an unspoken word. To express yourself means standing up for what you believe in. There's a freedom to worship and a freedom to live. To speak never saying a word, to love, to let your voice be heard. The light of your own path. For more information, visit www.freedomofspeechpsa.org.
Welcome back to Entertainment on Point. Today we're joined at the roundtable by Tanasia Law and Casey Houlihan. Hi guys.
Hey, thanks for being here.
So happy to be here. Yeah. Okay, so obviously a lot happened at the Grammys. So let's start off with talking about the performances. Did you guys see Lady Gaga's performance?
That was amazing. There was a lot going on. She did a really awesome job. I love her. She's so great.
I discovered that some of those songs, they were all David Bowie, obviously, but I didn't know that two of them were his ever in real life.
That's true.
So.
Educational.
What did you think about it?
I think the best part with Gaga, I always love her outfits, and I thought that they were just always on point, and it was a good way to tribute to like David Bowie's iconic fashion. Yeah. And I think she was the perfect choice for a tribute to him.
Definitely perfect.
Even though his son, I guess, was not feeling it so much, but
really?
Yeah, he was tweeting about how he was like not a huge fan, but like I looked, and then media made it out like it was like he hated her, but he just kind of said it wasn't like exactly what he would have done.
If you're not a Lady Gaga fan, maybe it would be like if he wouldn't want that person to, you know, give honor to his dad. But
why said do it yourself then?
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see you do it.
Right.
I don't think anyone could do as well as she. I think she
besides
was the right choice.
David Bowie himself.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Exactly. She did awesome.
Well, also there was Adele's performance.
Oh.
Poor thing.
Pobrecita.
Her dress was pretty. She looked amazing.
Gorgeous. She looked gorgeous.
Yes. And
also, like someone was going to shoot her the whole time.
Yeah, she looked really worried or upset, but I heard later that it was because a microphone dropped into the piano and totally made the piano be out of tune.
Oh no!
Yeah.
So I think she was just kind of like confused the whole time, and then she just had no clue what was going on.
She doesn't need a piano. She's amazing.
Right.
Her voice is wow.
Well, I think she tweeted like yesterday or today and was like, "Oh, like it's probably partly my fault. Like I might have gone flat." And I was like, "Girl, if the piano's out of tune, of course you're not going to be on tune." Like.
Wow.
Well, I still think that she sounded flawless.
Yeah. And like as it's her. As long as if it was anyone else, it'd be worrisome. But like with her, it's gonna blow right over.
They were having sound issues all night.
Yeah, there were a lot of sound issues.
It wasn't just her.
Yeah.
No.
But another big issue was not issue, but Taylor Swift's speech.
Yes. I was so happy she called out Kanye.
Yeah.
Because I think he was being an absolute jerk, as usual. And Taylor Swift, in a classy way, responded and didn't even bring up his name, but everybody knew. I thought it was great.
See, I didn't know. I had no clue, and I was like,
What is she talking? Well, I don't know how to feel about that.
I thought she meant like how like people are always like, you always have like the strong woman out there that are like, oh, like don't let people put you down. Like that's like Gaga's whole thing. She preaches all the time.
Yeah.
So I thought she was just doing like another one of like Kesha has that whole injunction with her Dr. Luke. I thought it was something just like don't let men put you down or like the. Just the
Well, I like
whole
that
business.
too.
But that's what I thought. I didn't think it was at all about Kanye. And then it's like the next day, I was like, she called him out, and I was like, I missed this. And I looked,
It
and
was
I
his
like,
song. His song was like coming at her about like I own you and all this stuff. Like I made you famous. But I feel like I read something that he had called her and asked her what she thought about it, and she laughed and thought it was funny. And then now all of a sudden that it's out in the open, she's like, it's not okay and this and that. So I feel like because she's this person that young girls and women look up to, that she has to be like, okay, it's not okay to use that word to describe me and say you own me and stuff like that. So I'm a little like with it. And like her brother also, there was a video that he posted of him throwing away all his Yeezy shoes, and I'm just like, they're taking this like
I'll
way
take
too far.
them. I'll take
I know,
Yeezys.
they're
What size-
amazing.
What size do you wear?
I
No.
think it's all for TV.
The
So.
thing with
you never know.
The thing with the whole I don't know where I was going with that, so let's just keep moving.
Okay. Okay, well, that's pretty much all the time we have for today's roundtable. But thank you guys so much for joining
thanks
us.
for being here. Well, thanks you guys so much for joining us. Coming up after the break, we'll have the return of our fashion segment with Gillian Belich and Noelle Barnhart. Stay tuned.
If you're having trouble with your schoolwork this semester, there's a helpful place on campus that you should know about. On the 7th floor of Lawrence Hall is the Program for Academic Success, which provides services like tutoring and academic counseling. The program's Writing Center is specifically designed to help you with your writing assignments, and you can even get help for them online. Students are encouraged to stop in the office, give a call, or send an email.
Every human being has a purpose, has a dream to have their voices heard, no matter where they come from, no matter where they go. As an American, it is their right to have freedom of speech. I have a dream that one day this message will speak louder than words, that even the quietest voice will not go unnoticed. That is my dream. What is yours? For more information, visit www.freedomofspeechpsa.org.
Hi guys, your favorite fashion reporters are back in action. I'm Gillian Belich.
And I'm Noelle Barnhart. There were a lot of fashion highs and lows on this year's Grammys red carpet. So, who was your best dressed at the Grammys?
Oh gosh. This is, why do you ask me these questions?
Okay, let's start out with Taylor Swift.
Yeah, okay, if I had to pick, it would be Taylor Swift, but that hair.
Yeah, she
looked like Anna Wintour's granddaughter. I mean,
that hair was not okay,
no,
honey.
it wasn't, honey.
But I really loved her, it was like kind of like a orange bandeau.
So you're
and
talking
a
about
long,
the red carpet look.
Yeah, and the long pink skirt she had on.
Yes,
it was really a two-piece. It was a great two-piece
And how
look.
about her performance jumpsuit that connected to the shoes, the sparkles? I love my sparkles. I loved it. That was beautiful.
We know you. You're ghetto fabulous.
I am
We
ghetto
know.
and fabulous. Okay, so Zendaya, I'm glad that you told me that this was
Her
a
David Bowie
tribute, because I was about to go in on her. However,
And her mullet.
Yes, her mullet. The suit was okay, like that's fine. The manly fashion for women is cool.
Yeah.
The mullet though.
That mullet, honey.
Looked like little boy George or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know what he looks like, but I just wanted to say that.
That mullet was not cute.
No, it wasn't cute.
So another David Bowie tribute, Lady Gaga.
Oh, the shoes.
Her
killed it.
long blue jacket by Marc Jacobs. Actually, she looked amazing.
No, that's how you do a tribute. Zendaya, no. Lady Gaga.
If you're gonna do a David Bowie tribute, you go all out. You don't go
Lady
halfway.
Gaga. You don't do Zendaya. And also, Janae Monáe, I don't know who this chick thinks she is, but she looked like a maid sailor. She looked like a maid on a boat. It's like, oh, let me whack this for you with my hat, because, it's like a sailor, but I'm also a maid. No, you're not. You look dumb. It looks like Halloween. I hated it. You agree?
I agree, but I just want to say, did anybody see Johnny Depp at the Grammys?
No.
Let me just tell you, he looked like he was one of Chris Angel's apprentices on Mind Freak. He had a black velvet vest on, and he looked ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But anyways, I would really like to just take a moment and recognize the passing of Big Ange. Gillian and I are huge fans of Big
Grew up
Ange,
on her.
and
She's like my aunt. I love her.
we really loved her, and we just want to say to her family and friends
that we're sorry and we love you.
We hope everything, that you guys heal and
everything goes better for you. We love you, always in spirit. All right, well, that's all the time that we have for today. Make sure to tune in next time when we talk about the fashion on the Oscars red carpet.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us, and thank you to the audience for tuning in to Entertainment on Point.
We'll be back next week with more of your pop culture news and Hollywood gossip, only on Entertainment on Point.
Bye guys.